Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll try the run. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. The Gators want to move quickly. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. That's reeled in. It's Furman. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, just becoming more and more of a weapon in every single team.
And the Gators look to keep this drive humming.
Cornhole 88, cornhole 88, 4 base paint, 4 base paint, 6 propane.
Leaves it with the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, let's go. Cooler 18, cooler 18. Satellite, 414 satellite.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. RPO complete to open the drive. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, debunked. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would just rough the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
That's got to hurt if you're in the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll go with a give to the big tight end on 3rd and short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball.
Trying to take it back. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. It doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. A little trickery, and they flip it ahead. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard. And here comes the offense. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. They've got the screen set up. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
The give to the back. Finding an escape route. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Finds his man. It's Odom.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. Auburn doing business in the red zone. To the air on first down. There's the pressure. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wilson will throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Gets it past the marker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the air, it's Knight. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on first and 10. It's a draw. Makes one man miss. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. They'll go right back to him. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn, from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking downfield, it's Knight. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And these are the plays that defense is talking about, man. These are the ones that get you in those situations where you can win. You've given up some yards on this drive, but it doesn't matter. You play a great job on second down and force the passing situation. Now, man, you get that dime package ready, you get that pass rush package ready, and you're ready to go get the quarterback.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position.
Man, great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win first and second down, bring their dime personnel on the field third and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical takeaway.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. The offense changing the play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wilson to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Got it in the middle. It's Clark. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The Gators are rolling down the field. Quarterback may change this route. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down coming up. He wants to throw it again. Steps away. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Wilson will throw. He's looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. This is going to be a tough field goal try. 55 yards and from the left hash. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. The kick is on its way. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand. When he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Hurst coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they...
Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's 3rd down. You just got sacked the play prior. But you do a nice job in the pocket. You get through your progression. It's not open. You take off and run. Pick up the first down. Fresh set of downs there. Really good job by the QB showing off his poise.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Oh, they're after him. Finds his man. It's Simmons. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. These corners going to give these receivers some space. To the air on 2nd down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced 3rd and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Grab behind the line. It's Howard. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
I mean, the great news is you just came up with a huge completion on 3rd down, but the bad news is you're still miles away from picking up this first because of how poor you were 1st and 2nd down. Moving forward in this game, the offense has got to do a better job early in the drive to at least give them a chance to have some success.
Hunt is on its way. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. He'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wilson to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again.
Let's go. Right. Single, single. Here we go. Set.
Quarterback making checks. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got... And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Odom. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Lost a throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
They'll run it from the gun. That should be the final play of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Auburn is is ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Motion from the wide receiver. The run from the shotgun. Turning it on. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Takes the easy completion. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Simmons. Still running at the 40. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Auburn! And the stomping has commenced. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking for a crease. It's Clark. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, he'll throw it. Sends it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
He wants to change this route. On third down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Gators will send out the punt unit. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Auburn offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Knight. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Simmons. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. He breaks into the open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. After the run, now to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Knight. Fakes to grab. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Now with the 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame.
Leaves it with the running back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the ground with the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. He'll throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game...
There he goes. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Caught behind the line. It's Brown. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
We just have not called this guy's name enough. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was only his 2nd catch. And I think that's a big reason why they're trailing this much in this game so late. They just have not been able to get one of their biggest weapons involved as often as they needed to.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
I think these draw plays are a little bit more predictable when it's 3rd and more manageable as opposed to 3rd and long. You could tell defense did a great job understanding the situation, rushing the quarterback, but knowing that run could be an option, and they shut it down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Into the end zone. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally find the end zone? He'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And the extra point was good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Secondary walks up on the line showing press coverage. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. These corners going to give them some space. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Takes a hit as he fires. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense.
Charcoal, charcoal, charcoal.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
27, jump.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Looking for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Going with the ground game left. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Auburn sends out the punting unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
We waited so long to